Xperi. We create extraordinary experiences at home and on the go for millions of people around the world. TiVo makes it easy for people to find, watch, and enjoy their favorite movies, TV shows, and sports across streaming services in one simple and intuitive experience. Now, TiVo invites you to enter the future of smart TV. Powered by TiVo, the independent media platform, we're engineering the smart TV revolution. This rich content-first experience has best-in-class voice control.
Show me your newest comedies.
Delivering the ultimate home entertainment experience every time they turn on the TV. Co-branded, powered by TiVo, smart TVs create superfans for life by enabling TV OEMs and consumers to own their TV experience. We are built for partnerships. Lifetime customer relationships deliver recurring revenue for our brands. Adopted by global and local streaming services, powered by TiVo, smart TVs deliver the ultimate independent media platform. Powered by TiVo. Welcome to the next evolution of smart TV.
Addressable TV reaches new heights. With switch-in spots, broadcasters and advertisers can reach audiences when changing a channel. But how to make it a good experience for the viewers without being intrusive? Switch-in spots utilizes HbbTv with IP-based overlays. Advertisers can catch viewers' attention for a short moment when tuning into a channel. The marketing message gets delivered even before the viewer dives deeper into the program flow and is not interrupting much. For the broadcaster, such switch and spot placement is a new inventory aside from scheduled ad breaks and can generate additional revenues. While using retargeting, geolocations, and contextual attributes, advertisers can book a placement programmatically and target their audience even on the same day. TV ads go programmatic with switch and spots by server-side AI.
How important testing is. It's how you discover bugs in your software or whether your new apps and features work the way they should. But which tests do you need to run? Find out with Resilion. We set new standards in the world of testing as a service. Our experts cover every stage of every test, so you'll have the right people with the right skills running the right tests for you. Everything you want to know is displayed on a comprehensive dashboard. It's tailored to your needs. And with 24/7 monitoring, you're instantly alerted if a critical user story fails. Peace of mind for a simple, fixed monthly rate. It's time to identify and iron out the bugs, bring your products and features to market sooner, and deliver greater user satisfaction. Ask Resilion for your demonstration today. Resilion, guardians of the connected world.
Hello and welcome to the third preview webinar for this upcoming HbbTv Symposium and Awards in London, taking place in exactly 1 week from today. November the 14th is the starting day for this year's main event of the HbbTv Association, which is co-hosted this year together with UK-based platform operator Everyone TV. They've recently launched a new streaming service, Freely. We'll hear a lot about that in London next week. And as you know, Everyone TV is backed by the UK's public service broadcasters, BBC, ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5. Today we have got 5 speakers for you, letting you know all about what to expect from them in London, key participants and exhibitors. And I'd like to not waste any more time and move on right to the first speaker, Paul Martin from OBS, Ocean Blue Software. Welcome, Paul. What have you got for us today?
Good afternoon, and yes, we're really looking forward to the Symposium and Awards, and we're proud to be a Diamond sponsor. Why do we sponsor the event? Well, HbbTv is a critical driver for our business, and one of the key reasons that we've grown 4 times in revenue and headcount over the last 3 years. So a little bit about what we do. Really, we're a software services specialist, but with a particular focus on smart TV. We have a very strong focus on the creation, use, application of open and shared source software, and in fact have created 2 communities of our own, the DTV Kit community and the Open Red Button community. Our customers include, of course, traditional TV OEMs like Sony and Sharp, but also a lot of the newer entrants like Comcast, Sky, Roku, some of the big American techs, and Uru. Uru is a new TV OS specifically designed in the Middle East for the Middle East, which launched at IBC this year. And of course, I shouldn't forget that we also proud to have HbbTv, the association, as one of our customers. We're a team of currently about 55 people headquartered in the UK. We've also got teams in Athens, Cairo, and South Africa. So we're kind of a micro multinational, if you like. So thinking a little bit about HbbTv and the ecosystem and what has made it so successful, is there are a lot of parts to the ecosystem that need to work together for everybody to be successful. So from the manufacturer's perspective, of course, you need a browser capable of running the applications, but that browser needs to be integrated with the rest of the TV system that supports all the basic technologies that HbbTv specifies, the video formats, the audio formats, DRM, etc. You need a way to make sure that all of that combined technology meets the specification. But even that's not enough, because you also need to make sure that it works with applications in the wild. So you need, of course, the HbbTv Association tests. You need a test harness to run them, and you need a way to access those live applications from all over the world. So finally, from a manufacturer's perspective, it's even not enough to make sure that it works properly on the day that you launch it. Of course, modern smart TVs, the software gets updated very frequently, so you need a way to make sure that you know your solution carries on working as you update the software in the field, because of course the last thing you want is the first time you know you broke it is when the consumer gives you a call. You need apps, you need a way to test the apps, you need a cloud backend to collect the data and manage the identity. And you know, many companies in this sector are successful by focusing on one or two of those areas. We're proud of the fact that actually we're active in every single one of those areas. So the open red button, which we'll be giving an update on at the symposium, I think will hit 1 million units by the end of the year across 5 different companies, and we'll give a flavour of what's coming next year there. Of course, we do software platform development for a whole series of customers across Android, RDK, Linux, and we've also done test development for the HbbTv Association. When we were developing Orb, so the open red button, one of the decisions we needed to make was which test harness to use. And what we realized was what was available in the market wasn't perfectly tuned to the needs of a software developer. So we developed our own one internally, really for use in that product that we've been using for the last 2 years. And we now use that to certify our own products, to test other people's applications. And also we have a cloud team that's focused on all that back-end stuff. So at the symposium, apart from giving an update on Orb, we're going to be introducing our new test harness called Axia, which builds on all that unparalleled experience across the value chain. There are a number of different options that are going to be available. There'll be a free version for developers, which is pretty much exactly what our current developer community works. There'll be an enhanced version focused more at QA and testing engineers, and then other options that focus more at app developer and those engineers who are responsible for the unglamorous job of maintaining the product after all the fun development's done. So come and see us at the booth. We'll be running a couple of Unconference sessions, and we look forward to seeing everyone in London next week. Thank you,
Paul. And of course, OBS being one of the companies ensuring that technology remains invisible, because when it becomes visible, there's usually something wrong with it. So compliance is important for applications to run smoothly on TV sets and other reception devices, and for viewers to have a compelling experience. Thank you very much, Paul. Look forward to meeting you in London next week.
Thank you.
Let's move on now to our next speaker, Stanislas Leridon from Dotscreen, I think over in France. Welcome, and we're keen on hearing what you've got for us.
All right, good afternoon to all of you. And first of all, we are very proud of being once again part of the HbbTv Symposium as a co-diamond sponsor. So for us, it's a premiere, as we will co-sponsor the event with JWP/Kinetics, and we will also have a joint booth at the event. That's a premiere because for those that don't know Dotscreen, I mean, for the last 15 years, we've been developing bespoke video streaming apps for any device, any technology. So our customers were tier one. We were happy to develop the Mediaset Spain HbbTv application for TF1 as well, for SVT in Sweden, ERT in Greece, France 24, and Arte in Europe. So we have a huge experience in developing HbbTv applications. But for the last few months, we also decided to build our own customizable off-the-shelf solution for the front end that could then, better address the needs and the financial means of tier 2 and tier 3 customers. And this is how we came to partnering with JWP, which has now merged with Kinetics, so that they could bring the OVP, the back end, and we could bring the front end in order to offer an end-to-end solution. And we believe that the combination of our UX design experience and app development skills, together with their content delivery technology, would offer a very powerful end-to-end OTT solution. So this solution is available not only for HbbTv, but for many other different devices. One thing I would like to share with you today, as we are talking about HbbTv, is that even though the technology is supposed to make the technical fragmentation more sustainable, more accessible, we should not forget that we remain in the world of TV sets and set-top boxes, which is highly fragmented. And I would say that what we bring to our customers is also this capacity to test any HbbTv application that we've developed across, I think, 130 different devices that we have within our premises. So I think this test farm is quite unique and help us, to really make sure that the apps works properly across all those connected devices. The second thing I'd like to share with you is how we differentiate from other app developers, app vendors. We prefer not to use development frameworks such as React Native or Flutter, because especially when you have to develop a UI and really optimize the user experience on those low-end devices, because to be honest, smart TV and set-top box are not among the most powerful devices on the market. You need to make sure that the code of your application is as light, as thin as possible. Otherwise, this will be detrimental to the navigation, to the fluidity, and to the overall experience of the TV viewer. So this is why our approach is rather to develop what we call native apps, where our code will not embark useless libraries or dead code, that will again make your overall code of the application too heavy and obviously not optimized for smart TV and HbbTv TV sets. The third message I would also like to share and also to illustrate during the symposium in London is that if you have one specific development code for your customers, then you allow them to keep control over their roadmap. We don't believe into the nice to say message, you develop once and you deploy everywhere. We don't believe into one code that would fit all sizes, that would fit all customers' needs. Whereas we prefer to develop some kind of core applications and then split into different branches for each of our customers. And then we are in a capacity to really meet the ongoing evolutions and needs of each of our customers. So we rather believe that having one code is probably nice to say. It's becoming difficult when you want to maintain it, because every brand, every model will have, new. There will be every TV brand will release new models every year, so you have to maintain everything. And if you have one code, you concentrate into one location, one place, all the possible issues. Whereas if you have different codes for each brand, then you can really identify and make it, faster and easier. And also, in that case, you can really, make the journey of your OTT customer as successful as possible. So in a nutshell, this is what we've learned from our 15 years of experience developing HbbTV apps for broadcasters as well as pay TV operators. We've been developing for FreeSat, that now is part of Freely and Freeview, but we've developed for FreeSat in UK, for Freenet in Germany, for FranceSat in France. So we built this experience of how to make video streaming apps on HbbTV and other technologies as successful as possible.
Okay.
So look forward to see you in London.
Absolutely. Thank you for this update. And yes, it's a Dotscreen doing the little magic in the devices to make sure that all the applications run smoothly. Thank you very much, Stanislas. Let's move on now, I think, to Latvia in Central Europe, where Jan Frelek is waiting for us from Backscreen. Hello, Jan.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Eoghan. Right, Latvia, Central Europe. Who is Backscreen? Backscreen is a new player on the market, but a player combined of pretty old people. I'm the old guy as well, to tell you the truth. Our founder is Latvian company TED, who is a major player in the IT services in the Baltic region. But the company itself combines media experts from the industry, from the Baltics, from Latvia, from Poland, from Czechia. Recently also joining us, a colleague from Hungary. So consider us as a group of around 50 people with a pretty long track record in the industry, focusing on distribution part of the media value chain. What we do, our core deliverable is OTT platform. We basically make the backend thing, and we produce user experience, about which I will tell you a little bit more in a minute. And for those people who would like to have the full menu, we also add video processing services, so from transcoding down to CDN. Having said that, that we are like a new brand. The brand has been launched this year. We are bringing to the industry not only a new brand. For most, we bring to the industry a new concept, a new approach to OTT, what OTT service should look like and should deliver. At a certain point of time, we have noticed that Netflix or Netflix-like things and portals basically are the incarnation of pains of our generation, mid-agers, who in the previous days were running, with VHS tapes or DVDs And basically, we just made our lives easier, transforming this pain into ease of using portal. And somehow we have forgotten that still on the market and in the world, there are our parents who are more into live TV experience, and there are kids whose operators do not even see because they sit on TikTok and Instagram. And we said there's something wrong. We should not deliver another portal, but we should basically cover the three cohorts, and we should somehow combine three paradigms of video consumption into one. That's what we call cross-gen TV, and that's the concept of user experience design we are bringing to the market, to the operators, to broadcasters. The idea is to allow user to choose the type of video consumption user prefers, and find his sweet spot in blending these three major paradigms of video consumption. And that's how our product has been designed. And we come to HbbTv Symposium in order to present this concept, meet the industry, meet especially broadcasters, that's kind of skew of this industry, and of this event, and present our concept, discuss the concept, see how it resonates. But also, on the other hand side, HbbTv is about cross-gen, right? Because it starts with just live TV experience, which is like typically for the older people, and tries somehow to modernize it, adding broadband services to it. So we also believe that our skill in combining linear, non-linear world and adding to this TikTok, Instagram type of media consumption is very essential to the community, which is around HbbTv technology. As a last word, may I say that in this cross-gen area, the most challenging thing, but also most interesting and also most important from the future from a strategic perspective, is how to harness Gen Z, how to basically get to the youth, get to young people, and somehow convince them that there is a world existing behind TikTok and Instagram. And basically to make it happen, it all starts with Media Asset Manager, which is also part of our portfolio. We are happy to present our Media Asset Manager to you during the symposium, with delivering proper forms of video content, short forms, verticals, and publishing them in proper places in a proper manner to assure that after some time, Gen Z considers operators' service as good, as fancy, as cool as Insta on TikTok. So these are the concepts we would like to discuss with HbbTv community, and we are happy to meet you in London. Please stop by at our booth. We're going to have some nice perks there, and see you.
Excellent. Thank you very much for these insights and what to expect from you in London. Backscreen, you kid on the block, and got something new for us to adjust to the modern world. Very nice example of how modern type families can incorporate the old TV world with the new ways of consuming content. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's move on now to, God, I've lost track of where Oliver is. I think he's just come back from Dubai, back in Italy probably. Or where are you, Oliver? Welcome, Oliver Botti from Deltatre.
Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm just back to Milan. Just arrived there 1 hour and a half ago. So hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here today. I'm Oliver Botti, and Deltatre. I'm head of sales for the media sector in EMEA. Deltatre is a global leader in the sport and media industry, and providing both broadcast, OTT, and digital software solutions. So almost 40 years of business, a global team of 1,000 experts across EMEA, APAC, and Americas. And we are better known, I would say, as the guys, the sport guys, enabling the most relevant sport events. Indeed, for example, during the last Summer of Sports 24, together with UEFA for Euro 24, the IOC for Paris 24, and the ICC for the Cricket World Cup, at Deltatre we reached out more than 1 billion end users worldwide just in 3 months, and we can only be proud of it. We met together during the first HbbTv online panel in September, and let me take the opportunity for a quick update. As you said, Jorna just landed a couple of hours ago, coming back from Dubai, where I attended the Broadcast Pro Middle East Summit and Awards. My takeaway from a region which is experiencing a significant growth in media resonates well with the HbbTv community effort. I would like to summarize a couple of points. One, joining digital and OTT to create a one-stop shop for the end user is a common, I would say, not yet a trend, but is a common, there's a lot of consensus. And this is example, for example, the purpose of the new ICC.com, the official International Cricket Council website that we developed, which merged together the ICC.com with the ICC.tv. So it's a unique environment now and was very successful. If I mention Etisalat, former Etisalat, now it's called eEnd, their strategy goes even beyond this. So adopting a holistic approach and providing content on TV, on digital, on OTT, but also providing e-commerce and other services to the citizen. Just to think about that, this week eEnd just acquired a Karim, which is a taxi application. Like Uber, and with the goal of maximizing the touch points of a 360-degree relationship with the end user and the consumer. So where are we focused at Deltatre? In a world of content aggregation, broadcasters and telcos need to differentiate themselves. And we see few pillars of this transformation to differentiate. The first is about content. For example, focusing on target-specific content, as you said before, for Gen Z, for example, but not only. I can mention several successful examples about vertical video and snackable content that are being created, where a specific production in 916 is adopted, for example, for news, for sports, for entertainment. Last week I was in Oslo, and Schibsted VGTV presented the outcomes of a very successful launch of vertical video in news. But similarly, yesterday, leading conglomerates in the Middle East referred about their vertical video experiences. The second point, the second pillar is about UX, user experience. So creating an interactive and participative and also social user experience is more and more key. This happens not only for sports, where, for example, at Deltatre, we integrate live sports data and stats with video for the most famous sport competitions, but also for entertainment, where we are now creating specific use cases for TV shows, TV series, music, context, news, etc. And the last point is about audience segmentation. So this is a real differentiator, I think. And the new key differentiator of a modern TV is becoming the personalization of its offering. And I'm not referring only to content personalization, which is a matter of a recommendation engine, but in particular about UX personalization, per content, per user, per device, per time frame. And here is where Deltatre we have been investing, and we are collecting success on the market right now, which is the role of HbbTv in this landscape. HbbTv is a key enabler of the multi-touch point approach to the end user. Is also an asset for personalized TV. We are working to bring our multi-channel experience in sports and entertainment into the HbbTv space, leveraging the native capabilities of this standard, which was originally designed to enable not only TV and digital convergence, but also to provide linear TV with the personalization and the interactivity elements, which are proper of the pure online world. We had more than 15 years experience in implementing applications and also involving HbbTv, for example, YouView at the beginning, Freeview Australia, Freeview New Zealand, Channel 7, Channel 9 in Australia. We are now integrating our interactive video player features into modern HbbTv apps. And this requires a careful performance and conformance testing. We are keen to discuss this at the next symposium with customers and partners, and to find together a solution, because it's not a completely solved issue nowadays, and find how to selectively introduce new interactive features, validating their suitability on the different HbbTv devices through the HbbTv layers. This has to do with manufacturers, and I think we can do it better together. So the symposium is a great opportunity to develop these collaborations. And Freely, I think, is a great example. I'm happy that they're hosting this, because it's a great example where the coalition, putting together the effort of the national broadcasters, can help in this conversation/negotiation with the manufacturers.
Thank you, Oliver. Great to see Deltatre getting more and more involved in HbbTv, driven by Oliver, and we're happy to see you next week in London to get an update from you. Thank you, Oliver. And do use the weekend to relax a bit. Now let's move on to our last participant, Zivko Radonjic from iWedia. Welcome. And where are you based? In Switzerland at your headquarters?
It is headquartered in Switzerland, yes, but basically all the engineering resources are based in Serbia, in Belgrade, and in Novi Sad. Novi Sad is the headquarter, in fact, of the iWedia. So first of all, hello to all of you. Great to see you all again. Thanks to Eoghan and thanks to HbbTv Association for this opportunity. So as you know, my name is Zivko Radonjic, and I am responsible for business development in iWedia. It is a market leader for digital TV solutions. Of course, integrated part of these solutions is HbbTv in our portfolio for last 15 years, from the very beginnings of HbbTv. So one of my tasks in particular, as a part of this business development team inside iWedia, is in fact positioning iWedia as one of the most valuable players in this interactive TV arena. And that's why iWedia, although being a member of this society from the very beginning, as I said, and having rounded portfolio of products, which includes browser, HbbTv stack, products related to this interactive TV. So browser, HbbTv stack, test harness, and of course testing capabilities. So that's why we are not stopping. And I'm sure that our steps in past few months proving our strong intention to help and support HbbTv grow by all means. Taking over maintenance of the part of test suite and actively promoting our harness and HbbTv expertise, hopefully will help us regain the reputation our mother company, RTRK, has developed in last decade. In addition to that, our latest solution for watching TV shows together online, called Watch Party, is one of the candidates for this year HbbTv Innovation Award, and of course it is based on HbbTv. So I wouldn't take too much of your time anymore, and I wish you all a safe journey to London, successful meetings, and definitely and sure looking forward to seeing you all in person next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Zivko, and looking forward to seeing you in London next week. And you've mentioned the HbbTv Awards. You're one of the contenders. One of the nominated submissions is the Watch Party service developed by iWedia. And that's a good example of moving on to my last guest today. I'm very happy to welcome Eoghan O'Sullivan today. And Eoghan is the host of the conference and unconference this year. So he's our moderator on both days, and we've just heard about the awards. The ceremony is on the night of the first day, and maybe you'd like to give us a quick update on what to expect from those two exciting and packed days in London next week on the 14th and 15th of November.
Sure, Jörn. It's lovely to be here this afternoon. Yes, my name here on the screen says Eoghan O'Sullivan, unconference moderator, but actually I have the pleasure this year of hosting both the conference and the unconference at the HbbTv Symposium, and I'm really looking forward to doing so. The conference program itself is a packed program. We have so many speakers, so many topics. It will be quite a challenge to keep everything on time, but I'm hoping our speakers will help us to do that. Of course, last year in Naples, we ran what was the first unconference day for the HbbTv Symposium. We saw that everybody was very happy with that. We got great results from it, lots of sessions and lots of really good forward momentum on a lot of different topics. In my experience, the second year of an unconference for an organization is even better, because we're going to have a cohort of people who already know how the unconference functions. We have a video on the website. If you visit the HbbTv Symposium microsite and click through to the Unconference Hub, there is a video there which provides a description of how the Unconference works, how people can prepare for the Unconference, and how to get the most out of the sessions at the Unconference. So that's something that I'd like people to take the time to watch and take a look at. So as you see on the screen there, you click through to details and registration, and that will open up a new microsite for the website. And there you'll find the video with the introduction to the conference. I don't know about you, Eoghan, but I'm super excited already to see on the website that there are some really good session ideas coming in that could make a real difference to how the HbbTv specifications develop over the coming years. Have you had a chance to look at those yourself, Eoghan?
Yes, it's interesting to see the unconference submissions. There are ideas for sessions proposed by the delegates, and of course all of them will be pitched once again at the opening circle on day 2, but these are good, giving you a good orientation of what really the HbbTv community is currently thinking about, what the future developments might look like with the standards, the specifications, even the challenges. I'm always saying, like, look, this unconference is a great opportunity for you to meet with fellow participants and community members of HbbTv. You'll never get that close to those people that are really driving the development, and making sure to make the most of that by discussing challenges, experiences, problems, maybe things you have discovered and found out, and share with the others, problem solving. These are, you know, a once in a year opportunity to meet the peers and discuss all of these things. So the Unconference Hub is still open for submissions. If you haven't done so and have an idea, please submit it so that the other delegates can take a look and know what to expect on the day 2. There's also instructions of how to host a session and what the goals might be, how to present if you haven't been at an unconference yet. And there's also the video Eoghan referred to, which gives you a great explanation of how this unconference is run. There's, as you can see on the screen, the schedule with the different sessions that we'll be filling in on day 2 based on your submissions. There you can see the floor plan of the church house conference venue we'll be using. It's a great conference venue in the heart of London, Westminster, right next to Big Ben, Westminster Abbey. This is what all the action is in London, a great area. And haven't mentioned yet, the event takes place Thursday and Friday, so it's a great opportunity, of course, to extend that over to the weekend and spend a couple of further days in London if you like and if time permits.
Indeed.
And anything else, Eoghan, that's on your
Well,
mind?
Eoghan, I think we should emphasize that it's still not too late to register for the event. Registrations
Absolutely.
are still open. People can still join us, and you can register via the website.
And be quick. We have sold more than 200 tickets already, and there are not many left. So if you haven't done so, please do make sure you register as soon as possible, because the rooms will at a certain point and have
we will hit capacity.
Exactly. This will be sold out, I'm predicting.
And to those who have already registered, I would just say this. Sometimes we register for an event and we kind of shift into autopilot mode. We just travel and we turn up at the event without thinking, well, actually, what do I want to get out of this event? What do I want to have in my mind when I leave London and when I leave the symposium? So this is the moment to take a look at the program and also to think about the Unconference Day and think, is there some question, is there some challenge that my company is faced with where I can leverage the collective intelligence, the collective brains that will be at the HbbTv Symposium, and I can use that to find solutions to my problems. So I think it's the moment not to slip into autopilot, but actually to lean forward and to engage with this event.
Yes, this is one of the main things, also the feedback we got from previous years. Your focus is on engagement, interaction, dialogue, networking. And that's why we've created the second day, the Unconference Day. Apart from all the networking that can be done on day 1, of course, including the award ceremony, there's a great the dinner reception and everything for you. And on the second day, this is your day, and you can create that, you can drive that, and hopefully get the results that you're aiming for. So it's a great opportunity to meet with everybody that's just as involved in this part of the industry as you are.
Indeed, I would say you recommended, Jörn, that people consider combining their trip to London with a weekend to see the sites in London. I wouldn't plan too busy a weekend because you're going to be pretty tired at the end of the HbbTv Symposium.
We'll make sure. Anyway, thank you very much. And we've just been talking about the church house venue. So there's a video coming up right now to get you familiar with this great and exciting conference venue we'll be using. And you'll be seeing in London next week, hopefully. So if you haven't done so, please register. Tickets are selling out quickly. Go to the website hbbtv.org and you'll get all the information there, including the registration button. Thank you very much to all the participants of today's webinar. Thank you to Eoghan, and see you in London next week. Thank you and goodbye.